By the end of the year, by the end of this year, which is 2026, they'll have the same number of AI agents as humans. 40,000 humans, 40,000 AI agents, 1-to-1. This is what he said. Last year alone, McKinsey saved 1.5 million hours just in search and research work. 1.5 million hours. That's work that humans used to do. Now AI does it. So their AI agents made 2.5 million charts in 6 months. 2.5 million. That's work junior consultants used to do. Now AI does it. I want you guys to type million in the chat if you see and understand those numbers. Type a million in the chat. That was the first thing. I'm like, God dang, how much? 1.5 million hours saved. Crazy, huh? Now, here's how McKinsey is restructuring. They call it the 25 squared, okay? Client-facing roles, those are the people who actually talk to customers, growing by 25%. Back office roles, those are the people who do research and report, shrinking by 25%. But here's the twist. Output from that smaller back office team is up 10%. Let me say that again. 25% fewer people, 10% more work getting done. That's the math. That's why companies are restructuring. Not because they hate workers, because the math has changed. Sternfels said something else. This is what he said. He said, our motto has always been that growth only occurs with total headcount growth. Now it's actually splitting. Now, what does that translate to? Companies used to grow by hiring more people. Now they grow by hiring different people and using AI for everything else. You don't believe me? This is the article on Business Insider that came out on yesterday. Now let me show you that this isn't just McKinsey. This is other companies as well. Wall Street, the biggest banks in the world, all moving the same direction. JP Morgan, they just announced that they're cutting all external advisors for shareholder voting, replacing them with an AI platform called Proxy IQ for $7 trillion in assets. Citi, 180,000 employees using AI, saving 100,000 developer hours per week, not per year, per week. Goldman Sachs, their October memo said AI will slow hiring and result in limited reduction of roles. Morgan Stanley, 280,000 developer hours saved. That's 11,666 days of work done by AI instead of humans. I want you guys to type banks in the chat if you see the pattern. Type it in the chat if you see the pattern. Now here's what the General Catalyst CEO said. Hemant Taneja, he was on the same podcast, and he said something that should basically change how you think about your career. He said, this idea that we spend 22 years learning and then 40 years working is broken. 22 years of school, then 40 years of work. That's how it used to be. Learn once, work forever. That contract is broken. Now it's learn always or get left behind. That's what he said. I want you guys to type broken if that hits. Now, here's the AI reality. McKinsey with 25,000 agents. Wall Street saving millions of hours. The old career contract is broken. But the McKinsey boss also said something else that was hopeful. He said there are 3 AI skills that you need and 3 skills that AI can't do. And if you build those 3 skills, you're not competing with AI. You are irreplaceable. Let me show you what these 3 skills are, because I know you guys want to know. I asked you guys in the chat and you said, Antoine, tell me what these 3 skills are. I said, all right, I'll tell you what these 3 skills are. You guys want to know the 3 skills. Big Sug says he wants to know the 3 skills. Crypto Cake says he wants to know the 3 skills. Ant Dog wants to know the 3 skills. Indigo Blue wants to know the big skills. The 3 skills. I see y'all in the chat. Got my eyes on you guys in the chat. Here's the 3 skills. Should I reveal it right now? Yeah, let me go ahead and reveal it to you guys. This is the part of the show that matters the most. So make sure you lock in on this part. Bob Sternfels, the McKinsey boss. He said his firm looked at which skills new graduates will need from the perspective of large employers. And they found 3 skills that AI models cannot do. The first skill, the ability to aspire. Here's what he said. What can the models not do? Aspire. Set the right aspiration. Then he gave an example. Do you go to low Earth orbit, or do you go to the moon, or do you go to Mars? That's a uniquely human capability. Let me break that down. Let me make that simple. AI can help you get somewhere, but AI can't decide where to go. AI can write the report, but AI can't decide what reports matters. AI can build the product, but AI can't decide what the product to build. Setting the vision, getting people to believe in it, that is human. That's you. I want you guys to type aspire in the chat if that makes sense. That's what he said. That's what he said. Good morning, Danny. Good to see my man Danny from South Florida. Skill number 2, judgment. Here's what Sternfeld said. There's no right and wrong in these models. So how do you set the right parameters? AI doesn't know what's ethical. AI doesn't know your company values. AI doesn't know what your customers actually need. Humans set the guardrails. Humans make the calls. When there's no clear answer, when the data could go either way, when you got to choose between 2 bad options, that's judgment. That's humans. That's you. This is where it gets real, guys. Aaron Levy, the CEO of Box. This is him right here. Came across this Business Insider article. This is Aaron, CEO of Box, one of the biggest cloud storage companies in the world. He posted something this week that basically changes how you think about your value. He said AI is turning expert knowledge into a commodity. So let me explain that. A commodity is basically something that everybody has. It's like water, it's like electricity. When everybody has it, it's not special anymore. So Levy said, expert knowledge, knowing how to write code, knowing the law, knowing the medicine, knowing business strategy, that's becoming common because AI gives it to just about everybody. So if expertise is common, what's valuable? The ultimate force multiplier will be the context that the agents get. Context. That's what it is. Let me make that simple. Expertise is knowing how to write Python code. AI does that. Context is knowing why your company's billing system crashes on Tuesdays and who to call in finance to fix it. AI doesn't know that. You know that. So expertise is knowing marketing best practices. AI does that. Context is knowing that your CEO hates bullet points and your biggest clients only reads the first paragraph and your subscribers only opens your newsletter that has negative news in it. Well, not all of them, but the majority of them. AI doesn't know that. You know that. I want you guys to type context in the chat if you see the difference. This is what Box CEO says, and he's pretty darn right. You gotta understand the context. I brought that whole story to you guys about the changes to the show because it's the context. I made a change to the show just to see what the titles are going to do and the views and so forth. And I've seen a significant drop because I don't have these major breaking news articles or news titles. And I've seen the drop on the newsletters as well. It's interesting. Let's talk about Charles Swan. Okay. Let me show you the proof that this is real. Charles Swan. This is him right here. Many of you guys don't know who he is, but he's 44 years old. Lives in Boulder, Colorado. He's a Deion Sanders fan. Colorado Buffaloes. Shedeur Sanders. He founded a startup called Forge Marketing Technology. He got one full-time employee, 24 years old, less than 2 years of experience, college grad from his neighborhood. He hired her and started mentoring her. Now here's what happened with AI. Charles said his junior employee now produce senior level work. Without AI, creating a product requirements document is heavy lifting. It typically takes a skilled product manager 8 to 10 hours to get it right. 8 to 10 hours. That's a senior person with years of experience. With Gemini, he says, my employee can do this in 4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours, half the time from someone with less than 2 years of experience. I want you guys to type junior in the chat if that changes how you see experience. This is what Charles said. Charles described how their workflow changed before AI. 70% us, 30% AI. Now, 40% us, 60% AI. The ratio flipped. AI does more of the work. Humans do less. But here's the key. The human work that's left, that's the judgment. That's the creativity. That's the context. So AI now serves as that middle layer, helping her level up the work that she produces. AI is the middle manager. The human provides the direction. Ain't that something? Charles said something else that should change how you think about your resume. He says this. AI removes some of the traditional requirements around skills and expertise that I need to see in candidates. Traditional requirements, years of experience, specific degrees, those matter less. He says this, it allows me to focus on more of the raw intelligence, the ambition, the drive. Intelligence, ambition, drive, human qualities. The 3 skills that McKinsey talks about. He says, I'm less concerned with whether my employee has been in the marketing industry for 10 years and more concerned with whether they have deep understanding of the problem we're trying to solve. And here's the thing, if you can't catch this live stream every morning, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. Every weekday, you get a full recap of everything that we covered, the data, the stories, the strategies, delivered straight to your inbox. Link is in the description. If this show has helped you in any way, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. We are here every weekday at 7 a.m. Central. Building together, climbing together, making it happen. All right. Don't forget to hit the link for the newsletter if you are new here and haven't subscribed to it yet. Okay. You'll get the full recap of the data, the strategies, their positioning plays, and you will never miss an episode. Okay. I even get the link to the show inside of the newsletter so you guys can go and just click it and be able to watch it. That's what I do. I make it easy for you guys. That's what I believe in. Making it easy.